Good morning!
Morning! Excited about this one today. We're going to go on 3 cable cars to get right to the top of the mountain and see some amazing things along the way.
Can't excited, I just can't wait.
Did I mention that we booked the tickets last night? Don't think I did. We got to about €1 discount for booking online, but at least it means we don't have to queue at the lift station. €58, I think it was, each, but that includes 3 lifts, 2 cave activities and access to see a few sculptures too. I hope they've updated the chairlift. Looks a bit basic. So that's taken us half an hour to walk here. Uphill, well, half the way. But it was cold, we needed to get warm. It's a ticket office, but we bought ours, got a QR code to scan, so hopefully it's straight through. It's quite a high one. How did you find that? It's a good one, isn't it? Let's have a quick look out the window. Looks like we're getting ahead of the school party now. Hopefully that may continue. It's cold though, isn't it? And what do you do when it's cold? You go and visit an ice cave. Just a slight detour to get to this viewpoint. See HALLSTATT in the distance over there. We're parked up just down there at this end of the lake. Just seen cable car number 2. And up we go again. It's a lot of up actually. Didn't expect this.
What does that mean?
The next group to go down. Major error there. We got the all-inclusive tickets, but apparently you have to book onto a group to get into the cave, so we've got to walk all the way back down. I knew we shouldn't have got the online version. And we're back at the base again. It wasn't too far coming back down, but it is really steep getting up there, so it's really annoying. So basically, if you've got an all-inclusive ticket, you have to go and book onto a group at the top of the first cable car. Doesn't say anywhere on the ticket that we bought or online.
So be warned. But the ticket office is literally just as you come out the cable car. It's there, so make sure you get it before you go hiking up.
Bit of a museum to look at while we wait. I guess this is a 3D model of the cave system. Wow. That's an excellent way of showing what it looks like. Here we are, the Mammoth Cave. Huge, isn't it? Just this cabin as you're walking through it.
Marvellous.
So all this is naturally formed from the limestone there. No man-made digging here. Really unusual to see the moss growing down here. Under normal conditions it wouldn't, but because it's a show cave and the moss is one of the first organisms to grow on Earth, it's really hardy and it's able to grow within the lamps of the cave. But I really enjoyed that. Super cold in there, but the size of it was amazing. Yeah. So now we're going to just scoot back down to the reception and book onto hopefully the ice tour.
Yes, definitely.
Back again at the ice cave. This time we booked on properly.
Yeah.
Never been in a cave full of ice before. Gotta say, it's quite something.
I can say it's quite cold.
And we're out. Slightly higher than when we went in. Nice to feel a bit of heat because it was definitely cold in there. But really enjoyed that. Very dramatic, very different. Let's find some sunshine. Right, next activity, cable cars. Up to the top. Look at that.
Lovely, it's the best thing ever.
Some of the bolts dropping out. Top of lift 2. We have the shark here and the 5 fingers. See a glacier over there. I'm sure that was much bigger. You can probably see the glacier line from years ago. We'll just go over the top of the mountain and we can see the lake down there in the distance. And HALLSTATT is just about to come into view. There it is, HALLSTATT. We can also see the salt mine down there as well. And when we were up there, that felt high. Yeah. Now look at it, it's like a dot way below. You like that? That was good fun.
1,200 kilometers in that direction.
Just look at that. Does it get any better? I could look at that all day. And that. And that. And that. And that. It's a fair way to see the shark, but gotta be done. I really want to see this. I see shark. Really coming into view now. It's not taken us 40 minutes, more like 15 to 20. We have been walking fast. Never been inside a shark before. Never actually want to be inside a proper shark. There we go. That'll teach you for swimming in the sea. I love that bit. And we're down. We didn't get a chance to have a beer up there. The service was so slow. We gave up waiting. We'll try and find something else. Back with still a little bit of sunlight as well.
Happy day.
So we're going to have to make our own refreshments, beer garden, whatever, but it's a great place to have a beer garden.
He's got his feet dip him. Got his beer. Got some snacks, cake, Pims. And chocolate. Well, I'm happy. Oh, this is lovely. Perfect way to end a totally epic day.
A nice dark one, Weasel burger.
Weisel.
Weisel. Now, is that the way to start a day with a morning coffee?
Morning!
So today is going to be the shortest move on ever. It's only 5 minutes from this air to the air around the other side, well, just up the lake. The reason we're doing it is because it's closer to some public transport on the boats. Easier for us to get around, and also we can try a different air.
Yeah. And we saw it yesterday when we were going around the lakes, and we just thought, oh, this is really close to the boats, so we can get into town without having to do the 1.7 mile walk.
Exactly. Let's hope there's space at the other end. We have space. Right, which one do you want? Between those two. The boat has just arrived. Every hour at this time of year. So we're just scooting round, make sure we don't miss it. Preparing the boat?
You pay the for the boat on the boat.
Okay. Thank you. That's mine, and that's Michelle's. very pleasant, very relaxing. It's an electric boat, so everything's very quiet and gentle. Need to sleep now. Instead we're going to hike. Hopefully not. It is high, hopefully not into those clouds. Just spotted a supermarket in HALLSTATT. Quite a big one actually. So it's got quite a good range of things here. It's got fuel station, supermarket, and a few things to take photos of. Seeing lots of signs for hiking routes around here and mountain biking. Easily, you could spend a week here. This is our 4th day and not running short of activities at all. Weather's not so good.
Hot on sunshine today.
We are. This rock fell here during the last ice age 12,000 years ago. It's called a runestone.
You know why?
No?
Because of the characteristic rune-like marks left by the weathering.
There we go. I think I prefer the old way before this bridge was built. That looks a bit more exciting. Big waterfall there. Obviously not in much flow at the moment, but that obviously thunders down at the right time. That looks like something that has to be explored.
What, is somebody living here?
Somebody used to.
In there?
Thousands of years ago.
In that little hole?
Yes.
Are you joking me?
You should think yourself lucky you've got a 7.5 metre motorhome.
No, you can't live in there. You can sit in there.
After seeing the wonderful waterfall, we headed down slightly, and now we're back on the same track, but heading up the other side of the river. It's a very nice route this. It's the one that's signposted as Manweg, is that how it's said? But it takes you past all the points of interest. There's one thing, when it's not in full flow, at least you can get up and close to it. Again, must thunder down here. Hello, hello fly. Getting in on the action. So we're going to, not done one of these before. It's called the Barefoot Trail, where you take your shoes off and socks and let your feet experience all the senses of the forest. Good job it's not smelly vision.
Quite nice, isn't it?
Walking across here, it just feels so calming.
Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. Now a bit of concrete, now a bit of wood.
So we get a splinter. I could dig in my pants yesterday. I don't know if this is going to be tonight. Oh, it's like telling me that too.
So it starts off all gentle and nice, and then suddenly you're onto the hard stuff. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, a bit of bark. Oh.
The bark's even not that nice, is it?
We've got moss coming up, that should be nice. So you're going back onto the pebbles. Smaller pebbles are better. I can actually feel
Good.
sensations actually kind of going through my body.
That is so nice. I like that. That is lovely.
Halfway through is this water. I'm assuming it's washing feet and not for drinking. Apologies if anybody comes here after us and drinks from it. Michelle's going to put her feet in it. That's my shoes.
Oh, there makes it that way as well.
Oh, we've just found a bit. There is a water section.
Yeah, you just put there.
We're going to try the water section.
The water temperature is 6 degrees.
Yeah, it feels cold. It is very cold. Just joining back to the loop we've just done. We start off by walking that way, which was worth doing. It took us to the Barefoot experience. Pay £50 in the spa for that. That's your spa for this holiday.
There was no towels at the end though. That's my spa for the holiday. Oh my goodness me, you treat me so well, like a princess.
I don't think you actually went through the wet area, did you?
I did, I put my foot under the water
toe.
tap. Here we go. New territory.
It's quite interesting, this route, because from where we were down there, it looks like there's no possible way over the top of the cliff without doing serious rock climbing. And it's not a rock climbing route, but quite often these paths they just find these like little ways through, up and up, and by the time, before you know it, you're at the top. Oh yes, this looks good. That's a long way down. I thought we were nearly finished, but no, it goes on. Happy days.
This is amazing. My poor legs. Oh, I need a massive, I just need a full-on pampering. Full-on pampering, babes, when we get home. Yeah?
And that's it. Would recommend that to anybody. It's not technical, lots of things to hold on to. You can see off the edge, but you're protected at all times. Not too scary unless you're very, very scared of heights. Yeah, recommend it.
Amazing.
It was a great experience. For the experienced only.
That's what it says.
You're very experienced at drinking, aren't you?
Yes.
Approaching the bridge that we saw from the bottom of the waterfall. Wondered if we'd be able to get here, and now we can. Been pointed in this direction.
So I've just noticed that there is also gravel bike and lots more MTB biking. We've got the Dachstein Classic, which is the round one. There is so much to do here. So brilliant. We could definitely spend a week here.
Normally those things are travelling twice as fast. Thankfully, there's somewhere to step out of the way. So we're now back at the top of the salt mine tour. That's where we came out on the train, I think. Looks a bit different to 3 days ago when we were here. This is the alternative to taking the funicular. A lot easier going down than walking up, I'm sure. just over there. Hopefully the boat will still be running to take us back. If it's not, there's a bus. If not, there's a shuttle. If not, there's a taxi. Ooh, that's a good view. Almost down now. There's the boat. It doesn't run when it's raining, and it's just about to start raining, so not sure if he's going to come back. And that's it. We are back 5 hours later. Not going back on the boat by the looks of things though. Temperature has really dropped now. It's freezing.
It's not freezing, but it's very, very cold.
We've got a warm Katie to go to. Well, it will be when I put the gas on.